The Flor de la Mar. This name whispers through history, a legend whispered by sailors and treasure hunters. It's a story of a ship, a king's ransom, and the fury of the sea. The Flor de la Mar was a Portuguese ship. It was a powerful vessel, built for exploration and conquest. But the Flor de la Mar is most famous for its cargo on its final voyage. It was carrying a treasure beyond imagination: gold, jewels, and artifacts from a faraway land. This treasure was destined for the King of Portugal. But fate had other plans. The Flor de la Mar sank in a storm, taking its treasure to the bottom of the ocean. For centuries, people have searched for the Flor de la Mar's treasure. It's a mystery that continues to captivate the world. Despite numerous expeditions and countless hours spent scouring the ocean floor, the treasure remains elusive. Modern technology has brought new hope, with advanced sonar and underwater drones mapping the seabed. Yet the exact location of the Flor de la Mar's final resting place remains a tantalizing mystery. The allure of the lost treasure continues to inspire adventurers and dreamers alike, keeping the legend of the Flor de la Mar alive. The Flor de la Mar was more than just a ship. She was a marvel of her time, a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of Portuguese shipbuilders. She was a symbol of Portuguese ambition, representing the nation's desire to explore uncharted territories and expand its influence across the globe, and naval dominance during the age of exploration. The Flor de la Mar was a beacon of hope and pride for the Portuguese people, a vessel that carried their dreams and aspirations. Built in Lisbon in 1500, she was crafted with the finest materials and the most advanced shipbuilding techniques of the time. She was a carrack, a new breed of ship that was designed to be larger, more durable, and capable of carrying more cargo than any ship before her. Carracks were large and powerful, built for long voyages and heavy cargo. They were the workhorses of the age of exploration, enabling the Portuguese to travel further and trade more goods. Built for long voyages and heavy cargo, the Flor de la Mar was a key player in Portugal's maritime expansion. The Flor de la Mar served Portugal for over a decade, becoming a veteran of many expeditions and battles. She sailed the treacherous waters of the Indian Ocean, navigating through storms and hostile territories, a testament to Portuguese shipbuilding and seamanship. A testament to Portuguese shipbuilding, the Flor de la Mar was a masterpiece of naval engineering. She was a veteran of many battles, her cannons silencing those who dared challenge Portugal's growing empire. Her presence on the battlefield was both feared and respected. Her cannons silencing those who dared challenge Portugal's growing empire. She played a crucial role in securing Portuguese dominance in the Indian Ocean. But the Flor de la Mar wasn't just a warship, she was also a treasure ship, a floating vault of unimaginable wealth. She was also a treasure ship, carrying back to Lisbon the riches of the East, spices, silks, and precious stones that dazzled the European markets. She carried back to Lisbon the riches of the East, spices, silks, and precious stones. These treasures were not just valuable commodities, they were symbols of Portugal's success and influence. Spices, silks, and precious stones, these treasures made her a valuable asset to the Portuguese crown. This made her a valuable asset to the Portuguese crown, a floating symbol of their wealth and power. The Flor de la Mar was more than just a ship, she was a legend. A floating symbol of their wealth and power, she embodied the spirit of an era where the seas were the final frontier, and the ships that sailed them were the heroes of their time. In 1511, the Flor de la Mar embarked on what would be her final voyage. This ship, a Portuguese carrack, was one of the most famous vessels of its time, known for its size and the wealth it carried. Built in 1502, the Flor de la Mar had already seen numerous voyages and battles, making her a seasoned veteran of the seas. She had just played a crucial role in the conquest of Malacca, a significant event in the expansion of the Portuguese Empire. The capture of Malacca was not just a military victory but a strategic one, opening up new trade routes and opportunities for the Portuguese. Malacca, a strategic port city in modern-day Malaysia, was a bustling hub of commerce and culture. Its location made it a key point for traders from all over Asia, and its wealth was legendary. Malacca was a wealthy trading hub, and its capture was a major victory for Portugal. The city was known for its vibrant markets where spices, silks, and other exotic goods were traded. The Portuguese conquest of Malacca marked a turning point in their quest for dominance in the region. To celebrate this victory, Afonso de Albuquerque, the Portuguese viceroy, decided to send a vast treasure back to Portugal aboard the Flor de la Mar. Albuquerque was a key figure in the Portuguese expansion, known for his strategic mind and ambitious plans. This treasure was unlike anything seen before. It was a collection of the finest riches from the East, gathered from the conquered city and beyond. It included gold statues, chests overflowing with jewels, and countless other valuables. The sheer volume and value of the treasure were staggering, a testament to the wealth of Malacca and the ambitions of the Portuguese. It was a king's ransom, intended to showcase Portugal's dominance. The treasure was meant to impress the Portuguese court and solidify their power and influence in the region. The Flor de la Mar set sail from Malacca, heavy with treasure and expectation. The crew was aware of the precious cargo they carried and the importance of their mission. She sailed into the Strait of Malacca, a treacherous stretch of water known for its sudden storms. The strait was notorious for its unpredictable weather and dangerous currents. Then, disaster struck. A violent storm engulfed the Flor de la Mar. The ship was battered by fierce winds and towering waves, struggling to stay afloat. The ship, overloaded with treasure, was no match for the raging sea. The weight of the cargo made it difficult to navigate, and the storm's fury proved too much. It was torn apart on the reefs, sinking beneath the waves. The once mighty Flor de la Mar was reduced to wreckage, her precious cargo lost to the depths. The Flor de la Mar and her legendary treasure were gone. The shipwreck became one of the most famous lost treasures in history, a symbol of both the glory and the peril of the age of exploration. Section 4. Searching for a ghost ship. The news of the Flor de la Mar's sinking sent shockwaves through Portugal. The loss of such a treasure was a national tragedy, but the allure of the lost riches sparked a centuries-long quest. Over the centuries, numerous expeditions have attempted to locate the wreckage of the Flor de la Mar. Driven by the promise of untold wealth, these explorers have faced treacherous currents, murky depths, and the daunting task of finding a wreck scattered across the seabed. Some expeditions have claimed to have found pieces of the Flor de la Mar. They point to recovered artifacts like cannons and coins as proof of their discovery. But the exact location of the main wreckage, the heart of the treasure ship, remains elusive. Section 5. Legends of the Flor de la Mar. The mystery surrounding the Flor de la Mar has given birth to countless legends and myths. Stories passed down through generations, each adding their own embellishments to the tale. One legend claims that the ship is protected by the spirits of those who perished on board. They say these spirits guard the treasure, ensuring it never falls into the wrong hands. Another legend speaks of a curse associated with the treasure. They say that anyone who attempts to recover it will be met with misfortune and disaster. These stories, while likely rooted in folklore, add to the mystique of the Flor de la Mar. Section 6. Treasure hunters and false hope. The allure of the Flor de la Mar's treasure has attracted treasure hunters from around the world. Armed with the latest technology, they've scoured the depths, hoping to strike it rich. Some treasure hunters have claimed to have located the wreckage. They've presented tantalizing evidence, fueling excitement and speculation. But their claims have often been met with skepticism from the archaeological community. The lack of concrete evidence and the difficulty in verifying finds in the murky depths have led to accusations of fraud and deceit. The line between legitimate exploration and treasure-seeking blurs, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction. Section 7. The treasure's enduring legacy. While the Flor de la Mar's treasure may never be found, its story continues to captivate our imaginations. It serves as a reminder of the power of the sea and the allure of the unknown. The legend of the Flor de la Mar has inspired countless books, documentaries, and tales of adventure. It reminds us of the age of exploration, a time of both great ambition and great risk. Even if the treasure remains lost, the story of the Flor de la Mar will continue to be passed down, ensuring that this piece of maritime history is never forgotten.